All right, y'all. Welcome back to Dead Spot Podcast. Here with my guys. Zach, what's going on with you, man?
What's going on, Dev? Appreciate you for having me.
No problem, no problem. So, as Niner fans, the playoffs starting. We got to get into it. But before we get into the playoffs, let's talk. We're going to get into the Rams game. We're going to get into Jimmy G, and then we get into the playoffs. So, I'm going to throw you the flow. What you think?
Yeah, man. Well, I knew we were going to win the game. There's no way we were going to lose that game. Even going down 17, I really felt like and the reason why I'm saying that is because during the season, there's times where we showed those where we could come back.
Right.
We've been in those type of adverse situations before. So for me, I was confident. I know a lot of people were like, "Damn, we about to lose." They was blaming Jimmy G. But I think it was just a whole bunch of everything. Like no one's talking about how the defense got scored on. It's all Jimmy G's. But how about the defense? I know we had some turnovers and stuff, but that's football. That's normal. And what I was looking at is like this is it's 4 quarters. As everybody knows, football is a 4-quarter game.
Right.
You could go up and down. But it's whoever makes those plays at the end of the game is going to win, and that's what I saw. So as soon as we got that stop, that key third down stop, right before they punted it, and I knew if we drove down the field, and kicked that field goal, we had action. Just because of the momentum. Football is all about momentum. Life's about momentum. Right. And once we stopped that bleeding, and we turned the momentum around, I knew the type of guys we got, the talent we have. And what we've been through, like think about it, all the guys that are playing right now, all of our star players were in that Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. So they know what it's like to be in big games. So I wasn't really worried. But I just like the way, it was the defense. Then they come back, we kicked the field goal. Then, we scored a touchdown. Then the defense gets to stop, a quick 3 and out. Then, we come back and score another touchdown. So it was good to see that. Then you see the special teams with no punter, we punting it, no holder, still making field goals. And then lastly, that fourth quarter was just crazy, man, just to see how it goes back and forth. Like, that's how I know you have a championship team. And that's what kind of showed for me. It's like, okay, great. We threw the pick and they scored a touchdown, 92 yards. Then we come back and score a touchdown and then win in overtime. Like those right there, that didn't just happen out of nowhere. That happened throughout the year. And that kind of shows me where we're going to end up. So I'm excited. I know there was a lot of talk about what we're going to be accomplishing with the quarterback. Who should we start? But I'm looking at who we have as a whole. And I'm going to be honest with you. Kyle Shanahan, too, man, surprised me, man. Like, he showed me he was in his bag his second half. He knew it's a call, run the ball. Everybody comes up. Debo throws it over. So he was in his bag. Even on that last drive, man, it's 3rd and 18 or 4th and 18. Some coaches would have went for it. But he had faith in our defense, punted it. Yeah. Got a quick 3 and out, and that gave us another chance. So I thought that was a huge call by the coach. But, man, I'm excited because, now we got on Dallas. But that's how I felt from the game. I knew we were going to win. It wasn't a surprise to me. It was just about kind of like edifying exactly my thought process of how our team is.
Okay. So that before we go, so listen. Now, you said it was people on there blaming Jimmy G for the first half. Hello, I was one of them. I went and wrote down some notes, bro, because I was looking at the game. I didn't want to be honest. So I went through them first 3 drives, right?
Yeah.
First drive, we got 6 plays for 20 yards.
Right.
Okay. He had 17 yards. He had a 4-yard completion. He had a 13-yard completion. Then he incomplete. We got off the field, right? So we done the first drive. That's cool. First drive of the game ain't that big of a deal.
Right.
We come back second drive of the game. First play, height. Sack, fumble. Then you lose all them yards. Then you come back the second play to down, get sacked again. Now, my thing is, I went back and looked like, bro, Jimmy, that's one of the biggest things I have with him, bro. His presence in the pocket is not that good. Like, he don't know all the time when to step up. He just stand there and he act like he a mobile quarterback. Like, he be treating himself like, I'm finna let this motherfucker run up on me and I'm finna hit him with a move. You have no moves. You do not have no wiggle. So why are you not stepping up? You take it back-to-back sacks. We look up, it's 3rd and 18. We back off the field, quick 3 and out. Then you come back on the 3rd drive and throw a pick. So then when you say that the defense gave up points, we gave up a field goal. They came out first drive moving, held them to 3. That was a good drive. They came back the next drive. I think it was like a 61, 62-yard drive. So that defense gave that up. But then the last touchdown was 19 yards away.
Right.
So it's like, and the thing is, the biggest thing the defense did was put Deontay Johnson on Cooper Kupp. I don't know how that matchup came about, but that ended up happening. I guess they were so discombobulated after Brett threw the pick, we didn't know who to throw on what. We just was running out there, fucked up in the head. I don't know. But then he come out, he made a cool little drive to get us in field goal range. I give him that. But that's 4 drives, bro. And before that last drive, I had it written down here somewhere, my guy. He had a combined 29 yards on 3 drives throwing.
Right.
Good. And then he came out, had a good opening drive. But then the second drive to tie the game, he didn't even throw the ball one time. We ran 8 times, and then Debo threw it.
Right.
Giving the ball back again to take the lead, and he threw a pick. So it's like the thing where it's like Jimmy got us out of a tough situation. My whole thing be, he put us in that situation. We got us the ball back up 17-17. It's like, okay, we finna go down there and get some points. We got nothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that, like, to me, and I'm not saying it's just all Jimmy, but I'm just saying, like, bro, 3 drives, 29 yards, 4 drives, you put up 3 points.
Well, let's start there. We have both of our starting tackles are missing. Mm-hmm. We didn't have no tackles, in the very beginning. So they had to get, everybody had to, get used to the game, the involvement. And was Jimmy perfect? No. Did he fumble the ball? Did he almost throw a pick to Von Miller? Yeah. And I'm not going to sit there and say Jimmy's perfect. He's not perfect. He does take chances. But look what they ask of him. They don't ask him to be a Tom Brady and dissect the whole field down. What is the main job of Jimmy G? To run the ball and put us in great situations. Kyle Shanahan will not go away from that. We're going to keep running the ball. So how do you expect Jimmy to find a flow? Like he's like a Tom Brady or Pat Mahomes. He can't find that flow. So I know, and then when you guys do ask him to throw, it's like, all right, he's not completing it. But look, man, his quarterback rating, I got some stats. His quarterback rating, right, in 2019 and 2021, these 2 years, is 9th and 10th. So, he's doing really well. His completion percentage this year is 6th. The only people in front of him is Burrow, Murray, Rodgers, Carr, and Dak. So does he turn the ball over? Yes, he does. But do they give him enough chances to even throw the ball? It's like they only want him to throw the ball when it's third and long, or just the play action. They don't ask him to do that. What other quarterbacks do, if that makes sense.
Because that boy be throwing them picks and they be nervous to just really just unleash him. And the thing is, bro, it's hard to really unleash a quarterback that can't really play outside the numbers, bro. Like if you I had season tickets. I went to every home game. We watching the game, and it's just like, bro, he open. He throwing the same little slant routes. He throwing the same little drag. Like, bro, you throwing it in the middle of the field every play, no matter who there, no matter what's going on, getting Kittle hurt, getting other players hit up. Like, bruh. Let me ask you a question. What matters the most? Is it completing that ball or winning? You tell me what matters the most. But see, winning matter the most, but that be the thing though, y'all be saying we be too tough on Jimmy. I think we don't win because we're not winning because of Jimmy.
Bro, look, hold on. Look. He's only played 2 full seasons. Mm-hmm. Let's be honest. This year and the year we went to the Super Bowl. All right. The year we went to the Super Bowl, he went 13-3. 13-3. This year he went 9-6. That is a winning percentage. We're in the playoffs. Now, the times that he did get hurt, right? In 2018 and 2020, he went 1-2 towards ACL and 3-3. That's still it's not like a winning or a losing season. It's even. So that's my question to y'all. It's like, all right, what matters the most? Completing that or winning the game? Because look, even his first year with the Niners, he went 5-0. His percentage is winning. So everybody wants to go to Trey. I know that, and we could talk about that too. Everybody wants to throw Trey in there. But why would you throw Trey in there if we don't know? He's unknown.
Because, bro, because we know what Jimmy, bro, the thing is, he wins games because of everything that's around him. If Jimmy was a little bit better, we would have easily won the division this year. We lost games to Colt McCoy. We lost the Tennessee Titan game. That's all his fault. I sit here and watch him throw. Bro, I could have hit Juice on the right side. And he threw 2 picks. He should have threw 4 picks. One of them hit bro so much in the numbers. He damn near started crying. He dropped it. It was just like, oh shit, how I didn't get
hurt. He got hurt. He got hurt that game.
I'm glad I was waiting for you to say that. Now, as a competitor, as a teammate, we in there together. if we on the team together, Zach, you the starting guard, I'm the backup guard, bro. You out there, know you hurt. It's like this is a key game. You know you hurt. Bruh said to start the third, I threw the ball, I overthrew it because I couldn't have control of the ball because of my finger. That is selfish of you to stay in the game, knowing we need this game to go to the playoffs. And you looking horrible. It ain't like he was thugging it out and pulling a Kobe and was still killing hurt. You looking trash. And you a coach. If you play, is you healthy? I feel like that stuff coaches always say.
All right, if I'm the player, I'm not coming out of the game. You gotta take me out of the stretches, like, and you competitive too. But come on, be honest. If you hurt, you feel like you better than the person behind you, regardless if you hurt or not hurt. You feel like you could. If you feel like
I don't think he believe. I think the reason he did come out is because he know he not better, and he know that when the last quarterback got hurt and got out, he never came back in. So he's saying, I'm not trying to be Alex Smith. So I don't think he did it on no competitor shit. He did it on I'm not trying to lose my job shit.
Okay, but look, football, would you agree, is a team sport?
Yes.
And so he throws the picks. We still have the lead. How come we're not talking about the defense on that last drive not getting a stop, not getting a 3 and out? How they ran down on our throats? Why are we not talking about that?
The thing about it, bro, with defense, brother, and this is what they were saying about the Chiefs game, bro. It's still NFL offenses, bro. You're not gonna just stop them all game. We have been on their ass. And it's like you're gonna give a player here or there. That's why we always depend on the defense. When can we go to Jimmy G and say we depended on you?
We just showed you. We just right now. Everybody thought we lost. Come on, you thought we lost too. You thought the game was over. Now he just showed you that. Now he showed you that against Green Bay. He showed you Green Bay. He came down. What happened? He came down, scored the touchdown. We went up. What happened? Aaron Rodgers came down on who? Our defense. So you can't sit there and say he doesn't get us out of those droughts, because he does. He's clutch. Look, the Super Bowl. Let's talk about the Super Bowl, because everybody, and I'm a big, I'm hard on him too, because he missed Emmanuel Sanders on that Super Bowl. But nobody's talking about how the defense got scored on, how they gave up a 3rd and 20 something. They're not talking about that.
Because, bro, for one, on that long drive, that was a clear holding call. We shouldn't even been in that situation.
That was.
Nick Bosa got choked out on that play. But also, bro, it wasn't just, I feel like people look at the Emmanuel Sanders throw. It's way more throws, bro. He missed a slant route 2 series before that on 3rd down that got us off the field. That was.
Were we up going into that 4th quarter and winning? Did he put us in that position to go up?
Was it him killing though? Do you want me to look at his Super Bowl numbers?
We don't need it. Look, that's the thing. And that's my point. This is my point. And that's what I'm saying. Trey's an unknown. Why would we go to Trey right now? Because we know what we're going to get with Jimmy G with this team. And think about the team with the quarterback. Think about the team what we have with the quarterback. We have talent everywhere. We don't need him to be a superstar. We don't need that. We just need him to do what he has to do in the moments that we need him.
Bro, this season, we are 7-1 when he 8-1 when he don't throw a pick. We are We 8-0 when he don't throw a pick. We are, I think, 2-7 when he do throw a pick. Bro, you throwing a pick almost, and that's all I'm asking. Stop throwing these random ass picks. And every quarterback throw picks, but be bad picks, bro. It'd be like,
ain't there such thing as a bad pick. A pick is a pick. A turnover is a turnover.
No, a good, like, a pick is like if you throw the ball downfield, bro, and the DB just makes some just great catch. But Jimmy be like, oh shit, they coming, throw it right to the linebacker. Oh shit, they coming, throw it to, like, it'd be like, bro, who are you? Even and I seen you tweet, oh damn, Jimmy, you're making me look bad, because you know that was a bad throw. You throwing
hell yeah. Hell yeah, that was a bad throw. But they had a blitzing linebacker in his face. And in his face. So is that a bad throw? Is that a bad decision? And that is my knock on Jimmy. I will agree on that. My knock on Jimmy is he does make some poor decisions. He is a sling. He gonna try to fit it in there, even though maybe he won't get there. And I'll give him a knock on that. But let's be honest with you. When it's go time, it's clutch on that last drive, let's be honest, he'll get the job done. Would you agree? Because he showed it before.
It's just tough, bro. Because I don't know, bro. Like,
so do you think Trey will give us a better chance to win the Super Bowl than Jimmy G?
Yes, bro. I think he bring more to the table, bro. As far as football go, and especially with the team we got with the different gadgets. Like we got gadget players that move all over the field, the Kittles, the Debos, and all of that, right? So basically, all you saying is, we asked Jimmy to be a game manager pretty much and make some.
Pretty much. That's messed up. That's because how our offense is.
So if he's a game manager, you telling me Trey can't be a game manager, bro, and make some throws here and there?
I don't think so, bro. He was out for a whole year. He's only 20. What kind of experience does he got to be a game manager on a Super Bowl contender team? Let's be honest. When Jimmy G, I say that again.
Go.
When Jimmy G did his dues as a 2-time Super Bowl champion, so he knows what it takes.
No, you didn't do it.
He does not have 2 Super Bowls. Was he not in the room? I'm a state championship in basketball, and I didn't do nothing. But I know what experience is like.
You would have been playing. You got hurt.
No, my freshman year, I'm a state championship. I didn't do nothing, but I won a state championship in basketball. But I know what it takes. I've seen it. And I'm not saying he won them, but he knows what it takes. He knows what to put them in that situation. He lost the Super Bowl.
So then that's even, bro. So then that's even a knock, bro. Like you was in the room with the GOAT. You had the GOAT coach, and then you come out here and be doing this shit, throwing hella picks and just not reading the play. Like, bro, what was you doing for 5 years sitting behind Tom Brady?
But look. The 2 seasons he played, he's 13-3 and 9-6. I don't get it. That's winning. Like, so where am I off? Is it not looking pretty? Is it not looking like it just doesn't look right? Or like, what is the problem? Because he's winning.
Yeah, because the thing is, bro, like I feel like winning and like the quarterback staff for winning, like it's kind of a little overrated sometimes. Like, bro, he literally NFC Championship through 8 times. He had I don't think he had 100 yards. So we ran for 300 and how many yards we ran that game?
Man, over 3 to 4. I don't know. It was a lot against the Vikings.
So listen, bro, if all I got to do is say height, like we can't really we give him a lot of credit for getting to the Super Bowl, bro. And he didn't have a good game against Minnesota. He didn't have to do nothing. He literally was just standing over there smiling against Green Bay.
How about the Saints? Talk about the Saints. He drove us down against the Saints. He did that.
In the regular season.
In the regular season, he did that.
And listen, and the Saints game is one of the only games that Jimmy, like,
oh my God.
Saints game, and you got both Arizona games from that year where it was like because of Jimmy. Because in the Saints game, bro, we got down 14-0, and he start airing that thing out. I give him his credit. But, bro, you can't give me no more games than when it wasn't because of. But bro, how many teams do you know when you look at a win and say, shit, damn, was Jimmy even one of the best 5 players on the field for them? How many quarterback teams say that and they win this many games?
But that's my point, though. That's my point. He's shown that he can do that. I am not trusting Trey Lance. And don't get me wrong, I love Trey Lance. And I think he's the future. I think he's going to be tearing our organization for the next 10, 15, 20 years. I fully believe in him. So I'm not saying that. Right. What I'm saying is Jimmy G showed what he can do. And with the team that we have, we don't need him asking much. What else do we need to do? We got to rock with him until Jimmy shows he can do it. Now, if Jimmy G loses this playoffs or the Super Bowl, then I would say go to next year. Let's go with Trey. But right now, we drafted Trey Lance because Jimmy G got hurt the past 2 years, and it messed our year up. So that's why we really drafted him. We didn't draft him because Jimmy G's not the guy.
Yes, we did. Don't do that.
We drafted him because he gets hurt.
No.
Jimmy G. So Jimmy G doesn't get hurt. If Jimmy G he got hurt in the last year and in 2018 got hurt. Yeah. Tore his ACL, went to the Super Bowl, got hurt, and now we back in the playoffs. I don't get it. So when Jimmy G's not on the field,
bro,
then what?
If we had Trey Lance last year, we wouldn't. And it wasn't just Jimmy last year.
You didn't say that though. How do we say that? How do we say if we had Trey Lance? How do we know that? Like
we had 22 players on IR last year, so we could just say it was because of Jimmy, or we could say the whole team. Like, bro, they got the picture of them watching from the box office. The whole starting team was up there with their women watching the Niners play somebody. Like it was Bosa, it was Kittle, it was everybody was up there chilling in street clothes. So it's just like, bro. But the thing is, bro, like another thing I be thinking, it's like, bro, everybody's saying Trey not ready. How do y'all know that, bro? That's just some shit that y'all just assuming. And it's like this, and people be like, oh, bro, look at Mahomes. He didn't play his first year. He came out killing second year. How do we know he wouldn't have been killing from day one? He could have came in what do sitting on the bench for a year? And then when he did come in the first game, Kyle Shanahan said, I ain't even got no packages for him. So he ain't even been getting them ready in practice. He just kind of sitting there chilling, got him going through the motions. What's going to be so different? When A-Rod came in, he was killing instantly. It's not to say that they was, like, I could see if Mahomes.
He sat behind Favre.
That's what I'm saying. But even when he came in killing from the jump that he started. So I'm saying, how do we know that A-Rod or Mahomes wouldn't have been good from day one just because they did sit? We didn't see Mahomes at all. And the one game we did see him was the last game of the season.
He was killing.
And he was killing. So how do we know he wouldn't have been doing that shit all year? And then look
that's the point, though. I think that's the point. I think that's the point. We don't know. And we know what we got with Jimmy. With this team, with this roster, we know what we have. Now, let me ask you a question. If Trey Lance was the quarterback, and let's say he didn't make it, like let's say we go to Trey Lance and he didn't make the playoffs, how would you react? Your mind, what would your mindset be?
In my mindset, well, first of all, you said if he just came back for the Rams game, just that one game.
Now let's just say he was our quarterback. Like Jimmy got hurt, the Tennessee, and we didn't make the play. Oh, yeah, or he didn't beat the Rams. Trey Lance was the quarterback. What would your thought process say? What would you say as a fan?
Well, it would depend on how he looked out there. If he looked at decent,
I'm just saying we lost. What if we lost?
No, I'm saying we lost. But it depends. Like if he looked at horrible in the loss, it's like, oh shit. But I don't know. Like if you saying we started, and that'd have been his third start. It wouldn't have been. It'd have been too hard to really even get mad at him.
That's my point, though. My point is we don't know. How will we react? How will we be? Of course. All right, look, if Trey Lance was a quarterback and he took us to the Super Bowl, everybody be happy and everybody's thinking the Super Bowl.
I don't think he was going, like I predicted at the beginning of the season that if Trey is third quarterback, we're not going to win the Super Bowl. I didn't think that at the beginning that was we would be the favorites, but we looking like we're not the favorites with Jimmy. And I'll ask you this. If we get in a situation, bro, if we get in a situation in the playoffs where we're down, and we can no longer run the ball in the second half because we're down so many points that we got to just go to Jimmy. And we finna treat him like a top quarterback and have him air it out for the whole second half. Do you feel like Jimmy could do that?
If that's happening, we're losing. Because the way we play, this is the way we play. We have the third best defense. Our defense is a top defense. And we have one of the best running games. So we don't need Jimmy G to actually throw the ball. And if you look at that formula is what wins Super Bowls. Defense, run the ball. And that's my point. We know Jimmy G can at least get us into a management situation. He can make that play. So we don't need him to throw the ball like that. But if we did ask him, we're down already. And now that's the cool part. All right, now we need Jimmy G to be the superhero. And your question is, do I think he can handle that? I think he can, because he showed it last week. Did he not?
He did not show what I just asked, that he could throw the whole. He did. We went and scored a touchdown. He didn't even touch the ball. He didn't throw one time.
He didn't throw the ball, but I'm just saying to make the play. He's the one that got us down to kick the field goal. He didn't make that happen.
Man.
Yes or no? Did he make that happen to kick the field goal? Did he make that? Did he get us those 3 points? Did he throw that touchdown? Did he throw that touchdown? How about that touchdown in the last drive? I know you guys getting on me on Twitter. They had throw to Debo where he broke it. Jalen was about to pick that. That's the best corner in the league, and he tested him.
And Debo made a play, bro. Debo been sick.
How did he get the ball though? He threw it right. He threw it right over Jalen.
Listen, bro, I'm not saying Jimmy is horrible. I'm not saying he can't make no throws. I'm just saying it's tough to feel good about your team winning a Super Bowl if you say you don't trust your quarterback. First, you just said you don't. You just said if he got to do that, we losing. Then you just said I do trust him.
No. I said if we are throwing the ball, we're losing right now. Like that. That's the only way he's throwing 30, 40 times. We're down. Yeah. That's what I said. And then do I think he could get us out of that? Yes, I do think he could get us out of that. But that's not what we ask of him. So it's like we're telling him to hand the ball off. But when we're down, throw the ball. Like that's not how he works. But do I think he can handle that situation? I do think he can handle that situation because he proved it. He's shown it. He's shown it before.
I just feel like in my head, like, if Trey Lance would have, there's nobody convinced me that if Trey Lance would have started all season, looking at these other young quarterbacks and the progression they've made, being able to start week to week to week.
Look at their team, though. They weak, of course.
But and that's my point. So if they making good strides on bad teams, imagine the strides he could have made on a good team with a good line and a good defense to where if you do make a pick, because that's the reason why Jimmy don't always get to, when he throw picks sometimes, our defense do step up a lot of the time. So
they do.
For a young quarterback, when Justin Fields throw a pick and they running it back, or Trevor Lawrence team ain't got no good defense. So when they throw a pick, there's automatic 7, so it look bad. Trey, you might throw, and most of his picks gonna be downfield because he aired that bitch out. So even if he do throw a pick downfield, it's damn near like a long punt. Get his ass on the sideline. Let's run it back. Like, and then, bro, on top of that too, he's in his rookie year. So like when he played against Houston, he threw a pick in the first half. I didn't even blink. It's like, okay, he threw a pick. Let's take him to the sideline, work with him. Came back second half, made the same throw on the money. So if you telling me a dude could, in the one game.
That's Houston. They just fired their coach too. That's Houston.
Houston got some big wins this season though, bro.
They do.
And they all get paid NFL money.
They do. You're right.
It's just, and it's not even just, it's just the simple fact of you made a mistake. You seen what you did, made them a correction, and then made that, and then redid it in the same game. So all I'm saying, if you could process some shit that quick, and from second quarter to third quarter, just imagine game 3 to game 8. Just imagine game 2 to game 12. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro.
So imagine, keep that point. Imagine now him soaking all this game up, the way he thinks and his thought process, how he takes everything in. Imagine that putting that to next year and the year after that, how he's going to be. This right here is going to mold him to be a monster. And we have this conversation in the next 2-3 years because he's going to be that quarterback that we asked him. We don't need to run 30 to 40 times when we got Trey Lance. He's going to be the one to dissect everything apart. But I think right now, if we're talking now with our current team, Jimmy G knows exactly what to do because he's been in it with experience. Now, experience goes a long way. And if I'm trying to win a Super Bowl, I'm going with what's going to take us consistently there because he's shown that he can take us there. I'm not going to gamble on that and say, hey, it's a 50-50 chance.
Well, then if that's the case, then you saying that we shouldn't, then what's saying that we should go to Trey next year then? It's going to be the same team.
If we win Super Bowl, I don't think we should go to Trey next year. I think we keep Jimmy.
And it's like, bro, that's not, and it's different too, because it's like, bro, what Jimmy's doing is not getting Trey ready to do shit. Like with A-Rod and Brett Favre.
I disagree.
With Brett, bro, you just said Jimmy a game manager.
But look. So you're saying Trey hasn't been getting prepped up, but he has, because he's been our scout team quarterback. Now he's been all these scout quarterbacks in these different systems. You don't think Kyle Shanahan is taking that into consideration and putting that in his bag? As the offensive genius, all these offensive coaches, these Sean McVays, the Taylors, all of them, the one in Green Bay, they all come from who? Kyle Shanahan. So you don't think he's taking that into consideration, knowing what we have now?
So listen, that's a different story for a different day, bro. But the whole offensive genius, offensive guru shit, I'm kind of off the train, bro. Now he's still a great offensive mind. He got a system that worked for him well, but I wouldn't put him up there with like the Andy Reids and them, like, and as far as like, I don't know.
He's not there yet. He got to get his Super Bowl. No, he got to get his Super Bowl to be there. No, he's not there yet. I'm talking about right now. Like all the coaches now, they come from him. They come from his tree.
It's like, bro, it's just, I don't know, bro. It's hard to be like, man. Now you
feel what I'm saying though? Look, because you're saying Trey's not getting developed. Yeah, he's not getting developed in this offense, but I don't think we're gonna ask him to be in that type of offense when he's the quarterback.
But and it's like that's why, because it's like, I don't know, bro. It was just disheartening for me when they said, bro, we didn't have no packages for bro. Like we not putting it, like what is the point of the off season and all of that and the OTA and all of that if we're not gonna be putting in packages for our quarterback? That's completely different. Now when you look at like the Packers, Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers, like they not the same quarterback, but they kind of similar. They can air that thing out. They like, you know what I'm saying? So when Aaron Rodgers is behind Brett Favre, they talking to him like, shit, man, this is about what you're going to be doing. Only we're going to need you to do this instead of that. With Trey versus Jimmy, there's literally nothing that you could pick out of them and say they do it the same.
Look, everybody, you and I agree, and probably everybody in the locker room there, and I don't know, but everybody in the fans could agree. Trey is more talented, and he's going to be better than Jimmy G. I'm not disagreeing that. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm talking about right now, we are not gambling with our season with this Super Bowl Because of the squad we have. And you even said, is it an unknown? It's an unknown. We don't know. Trey's going to be better than Jimmy. I'm not going to even doubt that. He's going to be better than him. But right now, he's 20 years old. He didn't play last year. He doesn't know what it takes to actually go to the Super Bowl, or matter of fact, win it. So why would we put our keys and give him the keys to our season?
Well, now it's not. I mean, now that we're going into the playoffs and he only played 2 games, we could say that. I'm saying my whole case has been he should have been day one.
Day one, he didn't play a whole year, Dev.
What did that mean, bro?
What does that mean? As Carson has off of football for a year.
2 years off of football. He still ain't played.
Who's that?
I said now he still ain't played, so now he'd have been 2 years off of football.
But no. I'm talking about actual season. He didn't have no games or nothing. He's been working out. He's been a practice quarter. He's been a quarterback, the practice quarterback. So he has been getting reps in. I just don't think right now with the team we have, because I think honestly you could give us another quarterback and we'll still win a Super Bowl. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Out of the quarterbacks in the playoffs right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Only quarterback that you could say, look, if any other of these quarterbacks was our quarterback, we would be the best team in football and the favorite to win the Super Bowl.
All right, name him.
Let's go. From our side, A-Rod.
Yeah, of course.
Tom Brady.
Yep.
Matthew Stafford.
Nope. He has not won his playoff game. How can you? Come on, Dev. That boy has not won a playoff game. How you gonna compare him to Jimmy G? He never won a playoff game. But no, I ain't taking him. You
not taking Matthew Stafford over Jimmy Garoppolo.
He has never won a playoff game.
Bro, he played for the Detroit Lions. Do you know what the Detroit Lions is made? Bro, they ruined the careers of 2 of the greatest players we've ever seen ever.
I don't give a damn. We just put all that. Did he win it? Has he won a playoff game?
Them niggas had berries. And it was, and they said, I got to go. This is just too stressful. Calvin Johnson literally said, I'm going to go home and come back to y'all. And he never came back, bro. Like, what? I'm not taking Matthew Stafford over Jimmy G. Bro. For our team. Why he throws, dude, Matt Stafford he throws picks. Can I tell you Jimmy G playoff numbers? Come on, talk to me. Okay. I forgot I wrote it down, but I seen it right here on my paper. Yeah, that's good. Bring that out. Jimmy in all, 75.9 passer rating. He has 427 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and 3 picks in 4 games. Okay. I'm gonna read it again. 427. Okay. So that's 107 yards a game with only 2 touchdowns. So that's a half a touchdown a game. And what's his record though? What's his record? 3-1. But this is my point. He only had 400 yards total. So it wasn't nothing really. What matters to you more? The yards, the completions, the picks, or a win? But bro, what matters more? That's the reason we didn't win that 4th one, is what I'm telling you. No, that's not. That is not the reason Jimmy G was not the reason why we lost to the Chiefs. We were winning. We was winning, and we had hella opportunities to put the game away. And every time we said, Jimmy, just make one throw to get us this first down to ice the game, he couldn't make it on multiple different occasions. So we're not going to talk about how K1 dropped that pick. We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about how the defense gave up a touchdown. They still had to come down and score. That goes both ways. But bro, the thing of, okay, he dropped the pick. Okay, so we can give him, but it still don't take away from Jimmy, bro. The thing with y'all is y'all be wanting to say, oh, but look at this person. What about self-accountability, bro? You are the quarterback. When he wins, we give him credit. I get what you're saying. He got to take the blame. That's what it is to be a quarterback in NFL. Right? I agree. And then it's like, bro, and then it's like, okay, our defense scored. Bro, we held one of the greatest players ever. If we didn't have to go off of who got the most rings and Patrick Mahomes, one of the most talented players we've ever seen, right or wrong? Correct. We held him to 10 points for almost 3. At some point, he was going to score, bro. When you got a top 2 tight end and you got a top receiver and you got all them weapons, you can't expect the defense to hold that team to 10. Going into that game, was you expecting them to be held to 10 points? With that defense, yes. I knew our defense. Hey, bro. That defense was different, though. You thought Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, and Travis Kelce averaging almost 30-something points was going to score
I don't know if it's because I just fully believe in our team, but bro, like when I look at our that year, our pass rush was nasty, bro. Like you wasn't running shit on us, and you wasn't passing nothing on us.
But that's still, bro. Like
that defense was nasty. Let's be
it
honest.
was nasty. It was, bro. It ain't nothing, no doubt about it. That defense was going crazy, but it's still like a GOAT level player. But like you can't expect to just like I don't know, bro. You got to be able to put them away, and it's like we had opportunity. We scored a lot early. And we couldn't keep scoring. Like 20 points, that's not a lot of points, bro. 20. Oh. So if you thought, if you would have told me before the game we was gonna go score 20, but I would have said we was gonna lose.
But we don't ask that from Jimmy though. It's not like we ask him to throw 30, 40 times a game. That's not what we ask of him.
We asked him to make key throws. And in that game, he did not make them key throws.
Agree. Because I've been on Twitter saying he missed Emmanuel Sanders. Yes, he could. That's when you see in NFL classics that type of throwing catch.
See, and that's what I'm saying. That ain't even the one before. I'm telling you, bro. It was I can't remember who the slant was to, but I remember this.
I know.
And he hit it down. And if we would have got that, bro, we'd have been able to ice off another 2-3 minutes off the clock. They wouldn't have had enough time to go back down and score twice. Is all I'm saying, bro. Like. And especially the way we run the ball. It's 35, 34. You get this first down, we start running the clock ticking. They using timeouts. They didn't have to use no timeout because Jimmy couldn't make the few throws we asked him to make. And it's just, and even to throw this, man, I don't know, bro.
But I think that goes to Kyle Shanahan too, though. I think sometimes he's conservative, but that's why I'm excited for him, like now going into the playoffs because he kind of like showed me that Rams game, like how to bounce back from down 17 and what he can do, like as far as like dialing it up. So it ties everything, bro. Like the way he coaches too back in the Super Bowl, I feel like it's conservative. I thought a couple of games this year he's conservative too. So it goes both ways. It's not like it's just all Jimmy G.
No, it's him and his coach. Him and his coach be bullshit, and that's what I mean. Bro, you cannot choke away 2 Super Bowls, bro. You are literally responsible as the play caller for 2 of the worst. You was up 28-3.
Yeah.
And lost with the MVP, with good running game, and you decided to not. Then you just called him conservative. He should have been kind of good. He don't even want to turn around and throw. He passing it, getting sacked. They fumbling. It's like, bro, what are you doing? A bunch of nut shit. My thing is, he kind of showed once he get there, if he got the lead, he don't do that good. Like he seems like he needs to come back because why, bro, are we only doing these in the second half? Why do we have to come back down 14-17 to Seattle in the second half? Why aren't you calling these plays that you call in the second half early on in the game? Like, why can't we get a complete game? I'm just asking as a fan, bro. When the fuck can I go to a game? We spent all these money on these season tickets just for us to go and see a complete game from Kyle, Jimmy, and the team, bro. I have yet to see it. Kyle be bullshitting, or Jimmy want to say, fuck it, yeah, bro. I know you paid your money, but I'm gonna throw 2 picks today just because it's me. Like, what be going on, bro? They don't put it together.
Hey, I feel you. I know, and your point as far as like you kind of just want to see the sexiness. You want to see the throws. Here you want to hit that and it's going to look perfect, but I don't think we asked for that for the team we have. I don't think we asked for that. I think we got guys that are bullies, and I think that's how we're going to win the Super Bowl.
Jimmy ain't no bully.
I'm not him. No, he ain't a bully, but they'll do. Trent Williams a bully. Laken Thompson is a bully. George Kittle, Kyle Juszczyk. Why wouldn't we utilize their strengths? Why, if you started something from your foundation, you started a business or a team, are you going to use your strengths or something to look sexy?
And that's the thing. I'm not even saying just look sick. I'm just saying look clean. The Niner game, as much talent as we got and as good as we have the best. Trent Williams had the best. He was the best graded player in all of football.
Yeah.
Not just tackles, not just offensive linemen. We got the best. Kittle, one of the best blocking tight ends maybe ever. We had a good you know what I'm saying? We got Tomlinson. We got.
Yeah, he's what?
One of the best blocking tight ends ever.
Okay, why wouldn't we run behind him?
But we do run, and that's what I'm saying, Jimmy. You can't even when we ask you to make the few throws we ask you to make, you don't even always make them. But the reason that's another thing why we could go to Trey, bro. I feel like if you got one of the best blocking tight ends, one of the best blocking left tackles, you got a right guard, you got all you need. Like and you got a good run game. I just feel like that's perfect to say, put this young. What did the Seahawks do with Russell Wilson? They drafted him. He wasn't supposed to start.
That's Matt Flynn, though. That's Matt Flynn.
Jimmy G, I'm not going to say he Matt Flynn. I'm
not at all.
Disrespectful. But he's not that good, bro. And I don't know, bro. And it worked out for Seattle. They put his little ass in there. What they have? Good defense, good running game, good O-line, and said we gonna game manage you.
He went to the Rose Bowl before, though. He went to the Rose Bowl that year before. He knows what it's like in a big time level, and he played the year before. So yeah, you want to say that as a rookie, but Trey was out from football last year.
Bro, that don't mean, bro, that he don't know how to play. If that one year was such a big deal, bro, why in the fuck did we give up 3 first rounds to go up and get him if we were so worried about him not playing that year?
Because now that's the question. Because if Jimmy G gets hurt, then we got Trey.
But you just said he wasn't gonna be ready. So if you're looking for somebody that's ready, why
we ain't got no choice?
Yes, we did. Why we didn't go Justin Fields, who had just went to the national championship game? If we were worried about that 1 year.
I think Justin Fields. I like Justin Fields, but I think Trey has a higher ceiling than Justin Fields.
How do we know? He didn't even play last year. Justin Fields was just in the championship.
I'm going by the attributes. I'm looking at what the attributes of what he had. I think he's potentially better because he's bigger, he's faster, and I think he got a bigger arm.
So see, I don't know, bro. It's like you saying, go with the more like we need somebody to prove. But then we had a guy that was proven. He had hurt in the game and then threw 6 touchdowns. It's pretty fucking impressive to me. Then he came back against Bama. I mean, he was he threw a couple touchdowns. Like that big time football against. He played Clemson and then Bama. It gets no bigger time than that at that time.
I think what they wanted in Trey is the full package. And I'm not saying Justin Fields in that, but I think when you look at Trey, he's literally that. And they said it. He's like a CEO. And I think he does have that potential. Don't get me wrong. So I think they're looking at him not for now, but in the next 5, 10, 15 years. So this is a point right there. And I think we can finish it like this. The point is, I think Trey is going to be that one guy to actually, with Jimmy G, it's like we don't ask him to throw 30 to 40 times, but even though I still believe he could do that, I think with Trey, I think he can do both. And I think that's the type of player he's going to be. I think he's going to be the one that carry us to that Super Bowl. And that's how I look at him. But I don't think he could carry us right now. I think he just, it's unknown. And don't mean he could probably carry us, he may or may not. But I know for a fact, at least Jimmy G will get us there and allow our defense and run game to do what they got to do, if that makes sense.
Okay, so 2 questions.
Yeah.
You could answer these 2 questions, then we could go into the playoff matchup.
All right, let's do it.
So we went 10-7 this season.
Yep.
We had, like I said, we had the losses against Arizona, 2 bad losses to Seattle.
Yeah.
We lost to Colt McCoy. We lost to Carson Wentz. Now seeing how bad he finished, how bad of a loss that was. We lost a very winnable game to the Titans. That's 5 losses. Do you think that that Trey could have went 10-7 if he started? And on top of that, let's say, which neither one of us expecting to happen, but if Jimmy G come out and look bad and we lose in the first round in 3 days, I'm pulling the plug. No, but was it a mistake then to not go and give Trey a full season of reps and we lost in the first round ananyway?
So the first question is
okay.
So the first question is, do you think Trey could have went 10-7? No, I don't know. I mean, he went 1-1 the games he did play. One of the games, it was like last minute, and he did look nice against the Houston. So 1-1. I mean, I would give him. I would probably give him 50%. I would give him an 8-8. I don't know, or whatever it may be. He probably may be there. And I think our defense is what won us a lot of games too. So it goes both ways. So I don't know. I'm just looking at, and the really thing that matters to me is this dance right now. This is what really matters to me. So to answer your question, like, all right, if Jimmy G loses to Dallas, is it a waste for Trey? Probably, but I don't think right now this is like we have this conversation in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, then I'll probably have a better answer to you because this is what really matters to me. I just cared about getting here, and I know Jimmy could get us here and he could get us through it. Now, I don't know that with Trey. So, I mean, that's a question that you probably have to ask me and when the season's over because, yeah, he could probably get us to this dance, but I don't know if it'll be a waste of year because I feel like Trey is developing like no other right now. Like, I feel like he's getting so many mental reps. You know how bad he probably wants to be out there? And that's going to help prepare him for next year and 2 years? So, that question is like, it's kind of hard to answer as far as, because I don't know what Trey. I don't know. I see what he can do, but I don't know if he could be 9-7. I don't know if he would be able to, win those close games that we needed. I don't know that because we haven't seen that much sample size. If that makes sense.
All right. Just wanted to ask what your take is on that, bro. So
yeah.
And listen, bro, the thing is, nobody wants Jimmy to do bad in the middle of a game to prove a point. That's never the case. We want to win the game. That's all. Because people be like, oh, bro, it's people that really want Trey, not you, but people on Twitter that really want Trey to not do good to keep that Jimmy narrative going. I'm not saying Jimmy don't do good. If he do good, great. I'm just saying, Let
me ask you a question. Do you think Jimmy G can take us to the Super Bowl?
That's a loaded question. Can Jimmy G be the quarterback on the team that get to the Super Bowl?
Can he be the quarterback? Yeah, can
he take us to the Super Bowl?
No matter what the quarterback, he's gonna lead us. Can he take us to the Super Bowl?
If it was on his, bro, if he got to make throws, if we don't come out and just smash them in the mouth, bro, and this turn into we got to sling it against y'all, I don't trust him to do that for 3 weeks. No.
For 3 weeks.
4 weeks.
So you don't think Jimmy can take us to the Super Bowl
with 3 road games? Now, if he would have did his business in the regular season, we could have won the division like we supposed to. Maybe at home, but bro, I don't know, bro. I'm looking at 427 yards in 4 playoff games. It's hard to say he could just be a gunslinger and win this game.
But has he taken us to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's been the quarterback on the start team. He was there. And this is what I tell teams when they want to trade for Jimmy. Listen, trade, it ain't even just about football with Jimmy. The women love Jimmy. He gonna sell merch. He gonna sell all the shit. He gonna go do the interviews. He's a professional. He been dealing with this trade shit like a professional all season. So trade for teams, get you a good professional. It be girls at the games every week with Jimmy. Where you met, he could throw 4 picks, 6 picks, and they gonna still be loving him. So I mean, he's a good leader as far as that go. Like he ain't been.
Thank you. So you got it right there. What is the point of and that's good. I'm gonna take that right there. He's a good leader, and that's all we need at the quarterback position with our talent.
That's not all. That's the part I don't agree with. Because if that's all we needed, we would already won the Super Bowl.
He lost the 1 Super Bowl. He got hurt. What do you mean? He's only played 2 years. The only full year he did take us to the Super Bowl, and we lost to an amazing team. I don't get what. That's what I'm saying. Like, look, if it was 3-4 seasons and we got to see Jimmy all full, he got us to the playoffs and we lost. I understand. He's only played really 2 full seasons with us, so we don't know.
You got 2 full seasons with us, bro. Then you got the 5 years you play with the Pats as the backup. And he's the thing that makes me, he's still making the same like young dude mistakes. Like there is no, listen, where have you seen Jimmy improve anywhere in these 2 years, bro? He looked like the exact same player to me that he did don't play supposed to get better. Don't play it. Like you can see Lamar got better this year throwing the ball. Dak got better throwing the ball. Kyler got a little bit better with his decision making. I ain't seen Jimmy G improve on shit. It's like he just come to the game, leave, go home, kick it with the strippers, and then come back to the game, go back home, get some more strippers, come back to the game. Like, where is the progression 8 years in?
So what was that then? The last game, that was no progression to you then? That last drive?
That game last was a typical Jimmy G game. I'm gonna fuck up. Then I got a good drive for you in there. I'm gonna throw a good boom.
I'm gonna fuck up. I got a good drive and I'm gonna get the W. That does sound like a Jimmy G game. Yes.
If we don't do if the defense if they not making plays and making picks and shit, it's tough, bro.
It's a team sport.
That's what I'm saying, bro. But if you want to lead this team, you got to put and Zach, bro. You doing this shit, and you know you wrong. Because as an athlete, bro, you was one of the people that be like, oh, bro, I got to put this on. Like, this is me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And now the leader of the team, you telling me he don't deserve the blame? Name me a team you was ever on when you was the leader that you weren't taking no blame for the loss.
No, don't get me wrong. He does deserve blame. I'm not saying he doesn't, just like the Tennessee Titan game. He done picks. I'm over here saying, oh, he's driving down, and it's crazy because I said he's driving down, he's doing good, he throw a pick in the end zone. So I'll be honest that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that he do get the blame. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, look at it of what I think. What I'm looking at is what we have. right? I think Jimmy G right now as the leader, we have a good enough team on defense, on offense, where we just need a leader to make a play. Because they don't ask him to be the playmaker. They just ask him to be the what? The leader and to make a play. That's how I'm looking at it.
I just asked I just wish everybody was giving him a little bit more. If everybody would stop saying y'all on Jimmy G for no reason, we wouldn't even be having this debate, bro. But everybody want to act like they ain't seeing what they seeing and acting like, bro, not throwing these picks.
He throw picks, but do he get wins? He throw picks, do he get wins?
And if we win the game, like he did the game when I said, bro, that was a great drive. But that don't mean I'm gonna take back. They be like, take back your comments from the first half. Fuck no. He threw 2 picks in the first half. But I could give him some credit now. You know what I'm saying? That's like, bro, if I woke up on you and just sock you in your mouth, bro. And then a week later, I come back and I give you $1,000. I still socked you in the mouth last week. Thank you for the money right now. But damn, bro, you still got my mouth. You feel me? Like,
right.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. But we get off Jimmy because he the quarterback. And I hope he do good.
Yeah.
You know, and I hope that we get him out of there, and bro, get him out of there. Also, saving $15 million in cap space. We could also go get a corner. I don't know, but anywho, we get into the game, bro. So let's get into our run first, play defense first team against these Cowboys. That's 18th in the run.
Yeah.
How do you see this? And they also give up the most yak yards in the whole NFL. The 3 leading quarterbacks giving up yak all play for the Cowboys. And that's also another strength of ours. So talk to me.
Right. With this game, it's gonna be a good game, man. You know, but I think they're a year. I think they're 1 year away, Dallas, as far as being in these moments. You know, so I like when it comes to the playoffs, it's like a whole new season to me. Like that's how I look at it, because it's not just you know, oh, what happened in the season. It's literally 0. Everybody's record is 0-0. Mm-hmm. And then the magnitude of the pressure. And I think that's what separates people. And I think that's where we're in control right now, because we've been in this situation before, not only with our coaches, but with our star players. They just got a new code. You know, their players are still young. I mean, they're up there now. Like they're getting older as far as their season. But as far as in these moments, I'm still taking the Niners all day because of what, you know, our run game, and they have like the 18th, you know, to stop in the run. What happens there? You know, if they sell out on the run, I fully believe that play action, that it will get them, just kind of like how it was happening against the Rams. So I'm excited for what we got going on, because every time we go to play at Dallas, we show out. And that's been, except for that last game, I think that last one we had, I think we got whooped on. But I'm excited for this game, man. I fully believe what we're gonna do is gonna be like that staple. It's gonna be a game that is like, all right. It's going to kind of solidify what we're all talking about right now. The defense, the run game, and I think Jimmy's going to make some plays here and there. He might throw a pick. I don't know, and I agree with you on that, Dev. That's something we can agree on. He may or may not throw a pick, and that's something we got to live with. But as far as our talent, to compare to what they got, even though they got so much talent on their offense, their O-line, and their talents on defense everywhere, I think what we're difference is our experience and in our coaches. Even though they got coaches that have been there a long, long time, we got young coaches that are, you know, hungry, that, you know, got that momentum coming off of that win from last week. So I feel like we got all the momentum going into Dallas. So it kind of fits into our favor. I'm excited for what we're about to do, because this is our rival game, as you know, Dallas Niners. So I fully believe that the prediction, you know, it probably may be like, you know, 27-24 type of game, Niners winning. That's how I could kind of see it.
Okay, and I think because, bro, even like everybody been talking about, like I got a couple friends that's Raider fans, so they be saying they just giving me their real football analysts, but they be hating. They like, oh, you know, they finna air y'all ass out. But it's like, bro, I don't really know. Like everybody say our cornerback's not that good. We was the 6th best defense against the pass this year. I feel like that's a little overhyped. I think we only gave up 300 yards. I know Joe Burrow threw for 300 yards. He was the first one in like week 11 or 12, whatever week that game was. And I think we might have been one more since. I think Matthew Stafford just threw for over 300 in his last game.
Right.
But in 17 weeks, they only give up 2 300-yard passing games and be 6th in total pass deep. Like that's hella good, bro, for what we got. I feel like that's our front four. I feel like we don't get enough credit. That's what
no. They deserve. I said this in the beginning. I said in the beginning, they deserve. The only reason we gonna win, and I got this tweet too. The only reason we gonna win the Super Bowl is because of our front four, our front seven, and that's the difference. I like that point because yes, that's the only reason why we are gonna win the Super Bowl. It's not look, Jimmy G's gonna get us there, like you said, but the front four is be the one that take us there and win it. Be that one.
And that's even in the last game. If you look at it, bro, if they call that holding, that blatant holding on Nick Bosa on that it was either 3rd and 18 or 4th and 18 or whatever it was. That knock them back again. They don't score, and I just feel like that was the turning point in the game.
That was a turning point. That was.
So if you look at it, it boiled down to our front four wasn't able to get home because of the holding that wasn't called that led to the downfall. So it do kind of all tie back to the front four.
Yeah, it does. It does. It does. It does.
So it's like I don't know, bro. But I do feel like with Mosley back, I like Mosley a lot more than
I like Mosley.
Mosley is
our rookie quarterback, our rookie too. Our rookie nice.
And then Lenore coming back. Like Lenore, he be kind of, but he's still young, bro. Like you got to get them reps. And Thomas though, he getting better week by week.
And look, so he was out for a whole year too.
Who?
Thomas. He didn't play last year, so he was out a whole year. But the reason I'm saying that is because he's a corner. So he was messing up in the beginning. He was getting mossed. And I tweeted, look, he just needs time to get that dust rusted off. And look what happened. But that's a cornerback compared to a quarterback. It's kind of different.
No, but I don't know. I know it's definitely different, but it's just as far as it just go to my point of the steady progression over the course of a season being thrown in the fire.
But he had to be thrown in the fire. Okay, nobody was there. And Jimmy G got hurt and Trey did it, it'd been the same thing.
But I'm just saying that's just the proof that it could work. I don't know, bro. I just know
it can. Yes, you're right. It can.
You know, it ain't nothing like being in the, like even when you get hurt and they be like, we're gonna work you back in, like you're gonna do the practice, but you ain't gonna play at first. Y'all could go as hard as you want to and practice on the little scrimmages, or you could 7-on-7 or whatever sport it is. It ain't nothing like being in the middle of that game action, really going at it against somebody that don't like you. If you at practice and you know I'm hurt and you guard me, Zach, you're not gonna try to just go at my injury. We still teammates, you know what I'm saying? In that game, dude from this other school don't care. Or from this other team. So it's like, it's just, I don't know, bro.
But that's why Trey was drafted, though, for that reason. Now, we drafted that corner, and he basically had to play because everybody was going down. Man, we picked up weak-ass Josh Norman off of the streets, and he's been terrible. So it's like, we have to play him. You know, he was kind of like forced in it. Rather than Jimmy G or Trey wasn't forced in it. He's getting groomed. Yeah. He's getting groomed to be that guy.
Do you think that we bring back Barrett and or Mostert next year?
That's a good one. If the numbers is right, I definitely do think in our draft. I mean, we ain't got no top pick, but it doesn't even matter for the first pick because we draft 3rd, 4th, 5th, 7th round anyways. Yeah. So that don't even matter to us. But you know, do we bring them back if the numbers are right? You know, because they are good players, but the only thing about them is they get hurt.
Yeah, I probably say no to Brett just because he's been hurt, like even before he got
all the time. Yeah,
I don't know. Me personally, I'm a big Mostert fan. Like I feel like
hurt though.
Yeah, he do. But now we got Mitchell, I feel like we kind of can risk that because like, bro, I don't care, bro. None of these backs is hitting a hole like Mostert was hitting that hole.
Right, you're right. You're right.
Hit that hole and go. But now that we know we got him, now we know we still got Jeff.
Sermon,
get hurt, Sermon. So we got 2 young backs.
Right.
2 rookies that ain't really making no money.
Right.
So it's like, okay, we got 2 rookies not really making no money. We give him on a 1-year friendly deal like Mostert, bro. You got to give us this 1 year, bro, because you've been hurt. Give us this 1 year proof that the running back room as a whole ain't taking up that much money.
Right.
Even if you know what I'm saying, even if you throw in Juice, I think he made what, $5 million?
Juice? Nah, he the highest paid fullback, ain't he?
Yeah, like $5-6 million. I thought.
Is he? Oh shit. Oh yeah, okay.
I think so. So. I mean, I could be wrong. Could be a little bit more than that. I thought it was like 2 years, 12 or like 2 something like that.
Something like that. No, you something like this, something like that.
Yeah, but whatever it is, as a whole, I don't think the whole room make $8 to $10 million. So if you get him in there for a couple million, I feel like I would try to work him back in. But if they say no, we're gonna go with the young guys, I get that too because he'd be hurt. I just want to hear your opinion on that because
I like both of them. I like both of them, but then again, they always hurt.
Yeah,
I like both of them. So I want to know. So you saw Dallas. So what you think about Dallas? Are we gonna?
I think we can run all over them. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I don't want to be like just too, because like I hate that everybody picking us now and on the media and shit, because it always kind of fuck it up. But I think we can win by like 10. I think I could see like a 31-21. I think I could just because, bro, like we're gonna be running the ball, and then the Debo, I feel like they ain't gonna be able to know what to do with Debo. I feel like we're gonna be running Debo around, and at some point using him as like a decoy. Like I ain't gonna lie, because they're gonna be having Micah trying to mess with Debo. So we're gonna send Debo this way sometime, and then run the ball that way. I feel like it's gonna be a lot of misdirection and a lot of keeping Micah away from the ball. And I do feel like that's where Kyle is great at. Like he can find the best player and say, "Oh look, we don't want it near him." I will give his credit there. So he is such a dominant force that it's like we got to stop away from him. Trey Diggs, I'm not really as where I know he get picks, but like I said, he also lead the league in yards given up.
Right.
So you just kind of gotta be, you gotta just be ready because he guessing. He every play. He like Marcus Peters, only he just not as good as Marcus Peters, I don't feel like. But every play is a guess. So it's either a pick six or it's a touchdown almost with him. So I feel cool with that with somebody like Debo. I feel like he did physical enough to get into him and win them battles. So it's like I don't see them. I'm not worried about their run game at all. Nobody runs on us. That shit is over with.
So we both agreed that we're gonna beat the Cowboys. So who we playing after the Cowboys then? Who we playing? I don't even.
If we win, if the Bucks win, then we play the Packers
at Green Bay, and I like my chances there.
But that's mainly because, bro, of like we just really got kind of like mind control. I feel like A-Rod get to play us in playoffs and get nervous. But like, I feel like now that's a team that might can stretch us out though, bro. With Devontae and them and Lazard. Like, how do you see that game playing
out? I mean, we've seen it this year. It's gonna be back and forth. But again, this is why we're gonna win the Super Bowl. We're too physical, bro. We are too physical on both sides of the ball. Like, I think that's just our strength. Like, we're gonna stop the run, and then we're gonna put you into 3rd and long, and then we're gonna bring those dogs at you, and we're not gonna even. I mean, I love how D'Amico is like sending blitzes here and there, and like at the right time. But with those front four, it's like, man, we got front four guys that are like top guys on other teams. It's crazy. So our physicalness is going to just take us through the Packers. Like, that's we always win in Lambeau, but they do have, and this is the thing, A-Rod compared to Jimmy G. Now I'm going to give you that. A-Rod will, take over that. But I think our team is what allows us to just be in it. We have that chance, the team.
And I think their defense, I know early on their defense was like, oh, they don't have the defense to win it all. But I think their defense been slowly improving, the Packers. But I still don't think it's where it needs to be to stop what we do. Like, I don't think it's going to. I feel like it's a little bit better equipped than it was when we played them. What was that, week 3 or 4, whatever?
Yep, early on.
I think they is better than that. I will give them, but I just don't think it's enough to stop our run game, to stop.
Agree. I agree with you on that.
And then, so if we get to that, so then who do you got in the Rams-Cardinals game this weekend to go?
It's gonna be Tom. We're gonna be facing Tom Brady in that NFC Championship. So like the Cardinals, the Rams, the Cardinals. Let's see, it's gonna be. I don't know. Honestly, that's a toss-up. That was a 50-50. Them boys is unpredictable. But I am going to go with the Rams just because of what they have. And they do have a lot more experience. So I'm going to go with the Rams. But even when they get past them, I don't think the Rams are going to beat Tom Brady.
Well, that's where we differ, friends. I think they're going to get in their ass.
The Rams?
I think the Rams will get in their ass.
I can see that.
Just because, like the Rams, like to air it out. The Bucks, they don't have like they DBs is bad too. Like they give up a lot of passing yards. And I mean, you got AP out, you got Chris Godwin out. So now you got Mike Evans. You throw Jalen on Mike, and it's like I'm not gonna say he gonna just take him completely out the game, but he gonna neutralize him some.
Right.
So then, boom, that's one thing. And then who else do we really have? Like it's not really like a lot. That's going to have to be like a real Gronk game. And I feel like they front four is good enough too to get home. And for Fournette out, they said he about to come back and might try to practice, but we'll see. Like if you don't have your run game, you losing a lot of your weapons. And then what they do on offense is against what y'all do on defense. I just don't really see it. They're good against the run. The Bucks is not the best matchup for us because they do stop the run, but they don't. You could air it out on them. So it's like you got Matthew Stafford and you got these receivers it's like, why not spread them out? We got obviously Cooper Cup, we got Odell, we got Van Jefferson. You know what I'm saying? We got backs at the backfield that could catch. I just feel like they're gonna be able to just go up and down the field on them like they did the first time they played.
That's a good call. That's a good take. I'm not going to argue that. The only difference for me is just that Tom Brady's on the other side.
Yeah.
And then when Tom Brady's on the side, it's like, you got to go with on the house. Like, yes, that is, you're 100% right. And that may be true, but I ain't betting against Tom Brady ever. Like, I don't care until he's done retired. Like, I don't care what receivers he has. He going to find a way to dissect it, So that's why I said the Bucks, but that is a good point. That is a good point what you said as far as the matchups,
So then if you don't want to pick it, so what make you think we could beat Tom Brady?
What do I think? Because I'm gonna go with the Niners all day. That's the time. What do I think? Mm-hmm. What do I think? To give you a real answer, like I fully believe we are just that team. Like we just got it right now, man. Like it's not like we just, out of nowhere had this roster and these guys. Like these guys have been building up for this. Like that's the thing about us, and compared to the Rams. Rams were put together. The Bucks, I got hella people hurt. I mean, Green Bay, they got Aaron Rodgers and Devontae, so I'm not gonna say that. And the Cowboys are just now coming up. But we've been through this ups and downs, and we've been through so much adversity that we are mentally right. I think our mental game is there. And that's what separates us. And that's where when we do play Tom Brady, it's going to be a close ass game. I'm not going to say we're going to just flat out destroy them, but if we do would end up playing them, I feel like the way our talent is mixed to what we've been through, I fully believe we could take that team out. So that's to answer that. But we've been through a lot, man. We like all these injuries. Like these boys is ready.
Yeah. So then you got us coming out. Who do you have right now based off the matchups? Who's coming out the AFC?
Oh man, AFC, real shit. I think it's gonna be it's definitely probably gonna be the Chiefs to me, man. Like just because I think with them, I think they just got it. They just got the it factor on that. They own those teams. Like if they're down, I think they could always come back and win. Yeah. So I mean, I would give it to the Chiefs just because they're the two-time champions and they still have the same exact team. Their defense is a little better. And I know people were hating. They were saying the Chargers was a better roster than the Chiefs. But at the end of the day, I think the Chiefs are going to come out of that just because of the coach mixed with the players. It goes hand in hand. I think they're tied in like that. But, I don't see nobody else beating them. Like, I don't think the Bills can handle them.
Yeah, they'll play the Bills in the second round. This is what I wanted to bring to you. The Titans got the bye at 1.
Right.
The 4-5 matchup is the Raiders and the Bengals. Now, let's say if the Bengals win,
I like the Bengals too.
What do you think about them against the Titans? Because I just did a pod last night with Jaren and my boy.
Yeah.
And my take was, I'm not saying they will do it, but I'm saying if you looked at the playoffs, they got the best scenario to get to the championship game. You play the Raiders, and then you play the Titans that's kind of banged up, ain't really got all their people. And then you will get to the game against the Chiefs. Do you think that they got enough to beat the Titans based on what you're seeing?
I think talent-wise, yes. But I think experience-wise, I'm going to give it to Titans. But I like the Bengals. Like, I hope they keep going. But I just think they're a year away. They're just coming back. Even though they got a, good-ass quarterback, raw-ass receivers, nice-ass running back, good young coach. But I just think they are a year away. That is going to be a good game with the Titans, because the Titans is kind of like the Niners. They're physical. They're going to run the ball. They're going to play good defense. So that's why I think, the Titans have an advantage. But if the Bengals were to beat the Titans, I want to be surprised. I want us to be surprised. So anything after that, I think is a win for them, even if they don't make it to the Super Bowl. I think their season is a big plus because I think next year we're going to be talking about the Bengals like we kind of talk about the Chiefs. That's how I look at them.
Because bro, if Bengals would have made the playoffs, I feel like nobody would have been like, oh my God, they wasted a year. Like if they would have been, if they had the same year that they had and it would have resulted in no playoffs, it'd have been like, okay, next year they for sure ready. So definitely a year ahead.
Yes.
They having to get not an easy matchup. I don't want to disrespect the Raiders, but like a matchup where like they own a game they can win.
Right.
So it's like you expect them to win this game, but like you said, anything past that, it's like that's icing on the cake.
Right. And again, I mean, I usually hate on the Raiders, but I feel like this year is like I'm rooting for them for some reason. Maybe because everything they're going through, all the off the field, and they look like they're ready. But I'm not gonna look past the Raiders. So if they win too, by all means, so that's gonna be a good matchup. That's gonna be a good matchup.
I'm hating because, bro, I told my Raider partners, I got about 5 of them. I told them if they get to the AFC Championship, they could have a Raider takeover day on Dev Spot. So I'm gonna have them all come on.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. It ain't gonna happen. That's not gonna happen, but that's
So I need them going early though, because I don't even need no possibilities of they in the middle of the game and somebody start getting hurt and then they make it. No, because like I don't know. Hell nah. So I don't even want them on here with that type of negativity. So I'm hating. I'm rooting against them, and I ain't even. Yeah. But I feel you though, bro. My boy Ruggs and all of that. He went to Bama, so I feel for him. But wait, you said Chiefs Niners, and so you got us winning the Super Bowl.
I got us winning. Man, I said that from the beginning, man. I feel like the team that I knew we had. There's no reason why. Like, if you look back to the draft, why would we trade 3 first-round draft picks? Because we have a Super Bowl roster. Mm-hmm. That's the only reason why we would do something like that to kind of, not like. Because we're not messing up our future, but kind of just to give up so many assets in the next couple of years. And the only reason because we have that talent. So I always said in the beginning we were going to go to the Super Bowl and win it. And then people looked at me like I was crazy. But I knew what we had in the front seven. I knew what we had in that. I knew what we had in the run game, and I knew Jimmy G would at least get us to the dance. So I feel like we're gonna win the Super Bowl. It's gonna be at SoFi. We're gonna be big stepping down there. I'm planning on getting my bag these next couple of weeks because shit, if we go there, I'm buying some tickets to go to the Super Bowl, man. So I'm going all in on this, man. We've been through so much as a fan base, man. Just that the last one, right before the pandemic, losing to the Chiefs, and then losing to the Ravens. Early on, then losing to the Giants before that. Like, we've been through so much as fans to get to this point, and that's why a lot of fans are so hard on everybody. Say that again?
Losing the Seahawks with the Sherm playing.
The Seahawks with the Sherm. So, like, all that adversity in the beginning of the 2010, that early era, like, we've been through so much to get to this point, and that's why a lot of fans are so, we want to win this now, like, put in Trey because of what we do.
Bro, that's all I be saying, bro. I grew up, my pawpaw, I'm listening to him, we don't lose Super Bowls. We 5-0. I'd have been to all the Super Bowls we didn't want. I'm hearing all of this good stories about this Niner history and these Niner legacy and all of this shit. And now we get the 2 Super Bowls in our lifetime and we can't get it done. Like, it's just frustrating, bro. And then you look at it, and football not like hoop, bro. In hoop, you could say, let me get him and him, and I'm going to put him up, and we could damn near be good.
Yep.
Football, you can't do, like, bro, when KD went to the Warriors, it was guaranteed that they was gonna win at least 2 rings in their time. When Bron went to go play with D Wade, they gonna win a ring. There's no real move in football where you could be like, this move one move can just guarantee you a Super Bowl.
Right.
So it's like when you be having them opportunities, bro, you got to win them things. Look at the Legion of Boom, bro. They got 1 ring. A-Rod got 1 ring. Drew Brees just retired with 1 ring. Like, Peyton Odass almost went out with 1 ring, bro. But if them knees held on just long enough for Von Miller to get him a second one, you feel me? Like, it's just, I don't know, bro. It's hard to win them fucking Super Bowls, and we just
right. It is, and that's why our fans, we got the weirdest fans, bro. Like, we got the most loyal fans, but then our fans will turn on our guys quick. Like, that's how we do it because of what we've been through. Like, I've been watching this since when we was young, like in the early 2000s, like the TO against the Packers. Like, that's when I started watching it. So we had going to the playoffs in 2003 with Jeff Garcia, losing to the Bucks, them winning the Super Bowl, right? The Bucks winning the Super Bowl, then not having nobody, dealing with Alex Smith, dealing with all these different quarterbacks, Troy Smith, Cody Pickett, Ken Dorsey, all these quarterbacks that are unknown. And then now, we do have, finally got Jimmy G after Kaepernick. Take us to the Super Bowl, lose that. Then I hold the debacle with the whole Trent Baalke. And then now that we have, Jimmy, it was like we got some energy. Then we lose it. Then he gets hurt. Then we got Trey. So our emotions are like this. You kind of feeling me? Like, you got to take him through that fan wave. And it's like, we want to win now, and I get it. But this is the time. I feel like this is the time that we're going to do it, man. I fully believe it.
I feel it. But I'm just telling you, with this roller coaster shit, we be sick because what this make you do? This make your stomach hurt. Roller coasters make you sick. So if we could just roll smooth, we'd be chilling. But we gonna go all in here and then drop. My stomach can't take all of that, brother. I just don't know what to tell you. That'd be weird. Right. But Hey, we on the same page, you know what I'm saying? It's Go Niners. You know, I got the Niner hat on.
Yeah, of
I
course.
got all the Niner shit in here. My pop on there with the Niner hat on. I got a whole Niner wall. We praying we could get it done.
Yeah.
I'm just.
But look, I don't think we don't have to be like that in the next 2-3 more years because I think when Trey's back, when Trey's actually the quarterback, I think now you know how you was talking about your pop. I was like winning 5. I do think he could be like that type of quarterback where just is generational, man. So we agree on that.
Listen, man. Well, what we gonna do is, well, since we didn't have all of these talk, when the season ends, no matter when it ends, even if it ends next week,
we come back on.
You got to come back on.
Come back on for sure. Hey, right?
In the Super Bowl, we're gonna come back on. But whenever we lose, we're gonna come back on and we're gonna reevaluate what we just talked about here and see.
This is how it's gonna be. When we win the Super Bowl, that next day I'm coming on.
It's good. It's good. If we lose, you can't come.
No, there ain't no losing. We ain't losing. When we win the Super Bowl, I'm coming back on the next day.
It's good. I'm calling off work and all the shit. I'm gonna be at home at margaritas, chilling. You know what I mean? So you let me know we get back on here.
You gonna have your Hennessy like Uncle Shay here.
You know me, I'm gonna do my thing, you know. But we gonna get it. We gonna get it back. So when the season ends, when we win the Super Bowl, we gonna have you back on, and we gonna talk this shit some more.
That's good. It's good. It's good.
Appreciate you coming on, my brother. Everybody, hope y'all enjoyed the episode. Like, subscribe on YouTube. We'll be back. Thank you for watching.